Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Sekou Write, and this is the Be Your Own Hero show. HERO is an acronym. It means helping everyone reach optimism. It also stands for high emotion radiates overflow. Ashe. Ashe. Okay, I'm a little tired, as you can tell, but I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this. So, shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become a man doing this as a stroke. That kind of got turned around, but you understand what I mean. So I've had a stroke for a year, 1 year. Excuse me. I've had a stroke for a year, and I celebrated in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, I'm back. I'm back in New York. See, back in New York. See the footwalk behind me? Yes, I'm back in New York. So I wanted to say that Nashville and the energy around me giving back was helpful. You know, it was helpful to me to be there. And I just needed it. I needed it to happen. I needed it to happen for me. I needed it to happen for them. I needed it to happen for everybody. And so, yeah, I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that it happened. Ashe. Ashe. But anyway, welcome to me doing this with a stroke and learning to work past it. Learning to work past it. So I've got a few things we've got to talk about today. I got a few things to talk about, lots of things to talk about. But first, let's talk about the run streak. Today was day 206. 206 days I've been running every day. Now, to be clear, sometimes I walk. And sometimes I guess that's it. Sometimes I walk. I mean, that I've never walked the whole route. I've never walked the whole route. I've always run at least part of the route. And it's gotten, I want to say easier, but that's not true. That's not true. It's gotten more and more difficult. Like today, perfect example. Today, I woke up, I realized I hadn't set up this show yet. This show that you're watching. And I said, oh no, I gotta set up the show. So I forced myself out of the bed, set up the show. And then went right back to sleep. I went right back to sleep. And B got up and she's like, you ready? I was like, ready? Ready for what? She's like, ready to go running? I was like, oh. Now, I'd already decided that I was going to go running later. I'd already decided. As soon as I got up and typed up the show for you guys, I was like, I did that, went back to bed. So that's it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm going to work on the things later on. Do the run later on. But she got me there. So shout out to P King. Shout out to P King for getting me there because I really did not want to go. And I got there and I got it done. So here, let me let you watch today's running report. I just barely got it up a few minutes ago. Let's see, where's my running report? Okay, here's my running report. Let me share my screen with you so you guys can see it. Okay, now let me play it. Okay, folks, I'm halfway through this run retreat. You see how it was. B King was putting water on her head, on top of her head. Yeah, it's hot out here. It's hot out here, and honestly, I did not want to come. I did not want to come outside to do the run. But Pete was like, "Come on, Say, let's get ready. Say." So we out here doing a run. We're doing day 206. I started this run streak with feet on the first day of the year. We still here doing things. All right. Okay. Later. Oh, realized I just realized a mistake I made on the run report. But I got it done. I got it done though. So B and I walked a little over half, no, a little less than half of our route today. And you know, it was hot. It was hot today. And Fee was like, "Go ahead, go without me." And I was like, "Nope, I'm staying here with you because you're the reason that I even got up to do it today. Because without her, I wouldn't have done it today. I definitely was not going to do it this early. And then later, I would have had that fight with myself about whether or not I was going to do it. So, yeah, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And Fee also suggested that I'm going to keep this quick, but she also suggested that I explain that my body feels different every time I run. And so I guess that's something I just take for granted that I didn't need to talk about it. But post stroke, every time I run, my body feels different. Every time I run, my body feels different. Every time. And I'm just like, what's it going to be today, guys? What's it going to be today? And I get out there and I get out there and push and find out what's going to be. So it's hard to explain, but yes, I'll leave it there. That my body feels different every time. All right. Okay. So now let's get to it. Let's say what's up to the people in the chat. Let's see. Good morning, Fee King. Fee King is inviting the world, as you see. And good morning, Shay Michelle Davis. Good morning, Linda. Good morning from the mountains of Colorado. Yeah. Shout out to good morning again to B King. All right. Okay, so thanks to all of you that are watching, all of you that put stuff in the comments, and we'll put stuff in the comments later. Okay, so all right, so I did a lot. in Nashville. First thing is I did an ice bath. What? Yes, I did an ice bath. Now, let me fix your thinking right now. This is not something I want to do. It's not like I was thinking like, oh, one day I want to do an ice bath. No, I did not want to do an ice bath. I did not want to do it. But one of my friends, Antoine was going to the ice bath right after we did the run, the Blackman run on Saturday. I was like, okay, all right. Let me just take advantage of the opportunity, because what I was thinking is I need to find out what different things affect my body and affect the right side of my body. To affect the right side of the body to figure out what's happening with me. And I've noticed that, like I mentioned, running, it affects my body differently every time. Every time I get out there and run, it affects my body a bit differently. So I just decided I was going to give it a go. And man, I tell you, it was rough. Let me tell you the photos. Let me show the photos. I got in there after he did. I let him go. And then let me see if I can get a good picture. Yeah, here we go. and I let him go, and then he did it so calmly. I was like, okay, I can do it. Man, look at my face. It's like, yeah, I was feeling it. And then the guy who was the coach for this whole thing, he was trying to talk to me. He's talking about, hey man, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. I was like, man, get out of here, right? And as you see, the time limit was 3 minutes. but I thought I was going to be the first person to stand up after 10 seconds. I really did. I really did. And I got in there. I was like, 10 seconds down. I was like, I was about to stand up after 10 seconds. But I started listening to the man who founded this. I think his name was Aaron. I started listening, and he was like, the more you tense yourself up, the more your body, I don't know how to put it, but the more you tighten yourself up, the more you give the cold something to do. Like that's a bootleg explanation, but that's kind of what I got. Like you've got to let go at some point. You got to let go, and letting go in that environment, in that cold, freezing environment, was very difficult. It was very difficult. But when I did, I was like, ooh. Then I moved to this picture because this photo was taken at the very beginning when I was first got in. The first 10 seconds, like, oh, I'm gonna have to get out. I'm gonna have to get out. But where's my other picture? Okay, this picture. Can you see it? Oh no, you can't see it. So I will take it to here, here. Okay. So this picture was taken after the first picture was taken. And now I look more zen because I got past those first 10 seconds. And I listened to what he said about release and let go. So I kind of relaxed, and relaxing helped me a lot. So I don't know if I say I'd recommend it, but it was important to me to find out how my body would react, would react. And someone's laughing at me, Yeah, because I was having a fit when he was talking about get calm down. I was like, yeah, I was feeling it. I was feeling it then. I was like, I don't know. Anyway, so yes, and thanks for the cold, man. It was freezing. And he's saying ice bath is beneficial for lactic acid circulation and healing scar tissue. Okay, that's good to know. I really just jumped in just to see how it would feel, and let me put the funnier photo back up. This was a photo, I swear to you, he just took it really quick when I was popping into the thing. Yeah, that's funny. So anyway, what happened? What happened for me after that? Okay, so after a while, I was, I changed clothes. I felt fine. Then Antoine, who came with me, he drove me and everything. He said, "Hey, you okay?" And I looked down and I could see like ripples on the right side of my body, ripples. And so I was like, "Oh, I think I'm okay." That happened for a little while, then it stopped. And then we went and we did deep breathing. So we gathered around this weight room. We all lay down and we lay still while he recited these breathing techniques. And while I was reciting the breathing techniques, I could feel my right side only my right side now. It's crazy. It wasn't my left hand and my right side. Only my right side was going crazy. It was going and I didn't know what to do. And so I stopped doing the breathing exercise and it stopped. It stopped on a dime. I was like, well, that's interesting. So I started the breathing exercise again and it started doing it again. And so it really became clear to me that it was because of the healing mechanism, the breath healing. So I've got to try to I don't know if I can do the breath techniques without the ice bath. I don't know, but I'm going to experiment and see because because it was definitely a connection. I talked to the guy that runs the place, and he seemed to think that it was a good thing. So I don't know what that connection is, but I don't know. Like I just don't know. I'm just trying to figure things out as a man with a stroke, and I'm trying everything. So anyway, so this is my picture. This ice bath was freezing, but I made it for full 3 minutes. Okay, so that's that. Now I've got to do a kind of sidestep and go to the doctor. So I left here, I left doing that in Tennessee, and then I flew to New York for this. So I really didn't look and see what I had, but this is what I had. This was an EEG, I think, and basically they're mapping out my brain to activities. I meant to mention the fact what happened with the ice bath, but I forgot. But I'll mention that next time. So anyway, so she put these things on me, and she got a really good sense of how my brain is working in response to the stroke, right? So there's that. And then after this, I mean, I spent the whole day yesterday at the hospital, which is why I didn't want to get up today to run. I spent the whole day at the hospital, the whole day. Our first appointment was 9 a.m. 9 a.m. First appointment of the day, right? It was like all day. So we did that for a while. And then we did lab work, which was them taking blood. And then after that, we experienced me doing an MRI. I've taken an MRI before a long time ago. So I was expecting it to be much better than it was, but it wasn't. It was basically the same. So yeah, I did the MRI thing. So those of you that know, it is loud. It is loud and constricted. But I did that, and so I didn't get back from that till like 4 or 5 p.m. Like I spent the whole day at the hospital, and so yeah, so that was a challenging day, but we got everything done, and my neuropsychologist needed all this information to let it gel and to see what's happening with me. But she wants to know what's happening inside my brain, and I told her the anecdotal stories, but she wants to know what's happening with my brain. So I'm very curious to hear. I think that's going to happen later this week, and I'm very curious to find out like what's happening with me. All right. So you'll find out when I find out. Okay. Let me get this out the way, and let me. All right. So now I'm gonna see if you have any comments thus far. Okay. All right. Let's just say, I don't know what his first word is. NIT? I don't know. Can happen due to ice cold bath. This is an issue to address mentally along with your physical therapy. Okay. Thank you. And Natasha. Oh, Natasha, I just realized who you are. Natasha. Yes, Boston, right? My first book, right? Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. So it's my mind. See, this was a good example of my mind. And so my mind gets exposed to something, and it takes a while for it to kick up the gears, and then it connects. Yeah, and it connects. Yeah. Thanks, Natasha. Good to see you. Oh, anxiety. You're saying anxiety. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I don't know. I did all these things, and I'm experimenting with myself, and I'm trying to do more than the doctors say, because I know there's more than the doctors say out here. There's more than the doctors say out here about what's happening with me. And and I don't know what to say beyond that. I know that I'm still experiencing the things that they told me that I would not be experiencing a year out. I should not be experiencing these things a year out, but I'm still experiencing them. And I still feel pain. My right arm today, my right arm is killing me today. My right arm is killing me today. Something that happened at the hospital set my right arm off, but I'm working with it. And I ran with it, and I think that helped. That helped. All right. Okay. And Linda said something. So she said, "We in New Thought know that what's happening in our mind can be much richer than what is happening in our physical brain." Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out. So okay. So I thought that was going to take up the whole show, but I think that's it. I did the ice bath, my first one, maybe my last one. Yeah, I did in Nashville, and my days long activities, and here in New York. And I'm tired today. I'm tired today, just from doing all the things, right? And so, quick thing about money. Quick thing about money. Let's do the affirmation and get into money. Let's see if we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. All right, here we go. I'm so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy to be and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe. Ashe. Okay, so let's talk money briefly. Briefly. So, those of you that have been watching the show know that I've been talking about this money that somebody owes me, right? Like I got, and the way it happened was so interesting. So, Reverend Mel came over to help me pack, and then she mentioned this thing where this group of people were trying to get her to give them part of the money that was already owed to her, right? And then after she told me that, after she told me that like this long, I found a letter on my sofa addressed to me saying, "Hey, we owe you money." And I was like, "What did we talk about?" Like, I don't remember seeing this at all ever. I opened this letter, opened it, and I saw this letter saying, "Hey, we owe you money." I never noticed it before at all, right? And or for my mind has not processed it yet. Anyway, I was like, "So what do I do?" And she's like, "Well, call them." So I did. I found their website on their thing. I went to the website. It said Amazon.com owes you money, right? So I was like, all right. I filled it out. I will tell you though, I did have some anxiety about it. Got to the point where I was supposed to sit and give them an address so they would know where to send the money. And I got scared. I was like, and I stopped. And it took me a few days later before I was able to come back and do it. Before I was able to enter it. So I entered all the info. I went to Nashville to do the speech for the mini college, and I kind of forgot about it. But when I got back, I found it, opened it. Right? All right. So how much money do you think Amazon.com owed me? And it was coming to pay me. Amazon.com is coming to pay me. Pay me how much money? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Should they send me a donation? Oh, donation. Oh, that's great. Now, I haven't been paying attention to, my mind is still a little fractured. So, in terms of, I've gotten myself good on this show. Good on the show, doing the show every day. But everything else is kind of still like that in terms of everything else that you sent me. So I'm very glad that you co-signed it here, that you let me know here. So thank you, Shay, for making your donation. Thank you. All right, let me finish this before I forget. Okay, so before I finish my thought. Oh man, wait a minute. Oh, how much? $28. $28. Now the thing is, the me of old would have been like, oh, $28. But the me of now is like, oh, $28? Oh my goodness. I was happy. I think that's about enough that I got for now, because I got to explain why I'm happy later on. But $28. And before, I would have been so disappointed. I could remember now, because I found all these all these checks for small amounts, $5, $6, $7, small amounts. And they're all here unpaid. Because I never turned them in, because I was thinking, oh, that's not too much money. That's not enough money. But no, I've got a whole new perspective about money now. And that has enabled me to shift how I deal with money across the board. All right. So, I think that's it. And so what did we talk about? We talked about me doing ice bath and the breathing thing the reaction my right hand side had it. So if you have any information about, send me that. And then we had my thrilling day at the doctor's yesterday, all day long of doing different things. And we're going to be talking to a neuropsychologist this week to find out more. All right. And so that's it. And see, Linda's getting to me. See, Linda said, "Are you investing all or part of that money?" See, I'm gonna share what I'm doing. I'm gonna share what I'm doing with you guys this week, because why I was excited was really, really interesting to me. Because why I was excited never even occurred to me before. All right, so that's a good place to end. All right, so keep doing, be a hero. Remember that now is better than perfect, and I'll see you all mañana later.